So I finally got it. Got a generator panel. We're installing it so I don't have to ever backfeed through there again. This is the wire coming in from the inverter. I got me some number 8. Got my generator switch. So you can only have one of these breakers on ever at a time. And we're just starting to move stuff over. And we'll at least get half of this done today. So half of my house will be permanently, not permanently, but until I need another 60 amp breaker to stick here to run this panel while I'm on the grid, which I forgot to buy. So today we're just going to make it so whatever circuits we move over to here, it's going to run up for my solar till tomorrow. And yeah, that's how we're going to get this to work. And I purchased 18 of these 50 amp per breakers. A whole whack load. I got another box. This is not cheap. This is why it took me so long to do this, because this is going to be about $450. Long. Punched out where all the breakers go. Got my main coming in from my Antrax SW3000. Got all the breakers in. And yeah, this is coming along nicely. Excited to get this going. We're only going to be able to get the wires that will reach into here hooked up today. The other ones we're going to have to do some junction boxes to reach, unfortunately. And then we're going to do number 6 going from here to feed the 60 amp breaker. And then yeah, everything's working great. So inside the garage I have a 30 amp breaker on the inverter, and inside here I have a 60 amp breaker for the house. And I'm gonna I got with these last two, I didn't buy any double pulls, so when one trips they both trip, so that's where those two are going. And yeah, coming together. I'm excited. We're gonna have to be half off grid for the next at least day, and we'll see how that goes. And this time it's not gonna be an option. So here we go. There, that's it. That's the safety. That's how simple it is. Now you can turn them both on and destroy your generator or your inverter. But anyways, I took that off so I can run these into, I'm running these into this side. And I'm running my panel into this one. Alright, so we've done it. I put the generator panel in, and we're about to flip the main switch. I got this inverter's wired up perfectly. It's got line 1 and line 2 for the house. It does not provide 220, but it automatically binds the two. So there's now, when it's running off my inverter, there's only one line that's being shared. And here we go. Half my house is going to be energized with power from here. Now we just got to go flip some breakers downstairs. Alright, so today is family day. Half my house is off grid, half of it is on grid. So the half that's off grid is partially this room, and all the plugs are off grid. So I'll put my computer in power save mode, and I'm going to be very conscious now on the power that I use. Batteries were fully charged like half an hour ago. It's pulling quite a bit of power from the batteries, but it's going to be going down soon. Fridge is off grid. Toaster oven is going to be off grid, so whenever we use that, that's off the batteries. Off the batteries. Off the batteries. And then this is on the grid. Dishwasher is on the grid. All these plugs are off grid. This plug is off grid. All these lights down here are on the grid. The furnace is still on the grid. The hot water heater is off the grid. It's on my solar. So that's on solar. That's on the grid. I know that plug is on the grid, and I think that plug is on the grid, but I'm not sure. I'll have to check that because that's for the washing machine. Dryer is on the grid still. Let's get some light here. Alright, hopefully you guys can see this. So everything that I've switched over to here, I left these breakers in. They no longer do anything because these are in the off position. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These ones are on, this one's off because that one is now in that panel. These ones are all on, that one's off because it's in that panel. If I can figure out how to open that thing, there we go. That worked. Alright. I wish I had a light for you guys. But this is my main breaker. So this side is solar. If I shut that off, spin this around, and flip this side on, this is the grid, which is not hooked up yet because this is a 60 amp breaker and I need to put a 60 amp breaker here. So I go 60 amp breaker, number 6 wire into here and into this 60 amp breaker. So I forgot to buy that, so that is not hooked up. So I have 8 circuits on solar, and then I have these 6 are not hooked up yet. These 6 are going to be the rest of these that are going over because the wires are too short. We gotta go into combiner boxes and then come down into the new panel, which I can't do yet because I don't have that stuff. There we go. So I killed this. This I was using because we had to shut all the power off while we were working on the panel. So I used this on a 300 watt halogen light. When I started it was at 60%. It lasted a little over an hour, just long enough for us to finish, and then it died. So I'm charging this off of the grid because I don't want to waste any extra power charging it off my solar system when I know that I can't run off the grid even if I wanted to right now. I have no option until I get this in and finish wiring it. So this is going to be a pretty realistic off-grid test. So this, I'm going to charge off the grid, use this as backup if I have to. And so everything I use now, it's on my solar system. I just got to remember that when the power runs out, that's out. That's it, no more power. So I'm just going to run like this for a while. It might be like this for about a week till next weekend. We'll see. But I mean, like, we still have quite a bit running off it. There's laptop there runs off it, laptop there, that screen, the fridge, microwave, toaster oven, and all the plugs in this room, and the coffee maker, which all gets used. So we're just gonna have to be careful and watch our usage. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I also have that backup 110 amp hours of LiPo that might come in handy if we need it. But hit the like button, guys, it helps a lot.